Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the GM Kafuna YouTube channel. So for this video, it's gonna focus mainly on our journey to the Tokyo Skytree, primarily the Tokyo Cruise Line and the Sensoji Temple in the Asakusa neighborhood. Originally, this was supposed to be the actual Tokyo Skytree video, but I had to break this video into two parts because the video ended up being 15 to 20 minutes long, even with heavy editing. So I'm gonna show you this video first, and then the next video would definitely be the Skytree, I promise. So back in the previous video, I showed you the Hamarikyu Gardens and also the tea house that we visited towards the end. And right after that, we went on the Tokyo Cruise Line. It kind of reminded me of a ferry boat ride back in Seattle, Washington. It had a familiar vibe to it. And also, what's even better, there's actually a bar down below where you could order your drinks and kind of sit back, relax. I believe this trip lasted about 30 minutes, if memory serves me right. Had a great time. Lots of pictures were taken. So I got myself a beer and I got Jasmine a Coke. The beer that I had was exactly what Nina had, and as for the specific name, I'm going to show you in a little bit. And here's the name of that beer I was drinking. As for baby Elliot, he was mostly well behaved during the entire trip. Here are some pictures that we took that day. So here's our starting point at the Hamarikyu Gardens. Once we were done with that, we boarded the Tokyo Cruise Line. Took about 30 minutes to follow this water channel all the way to Asakusa, the area filled with temples, various shopping areas, and restaurants. We were given some free time before we were able to hit Skytree at the end. Now the tour guide told us that is the Asahi building with the flame torch at the top. I thought it looked like fried tempura shrimp. I mean, come on. As you can see here, it was still raining. It actually rained the entire time when we were at the gardens, the tea house, entire boat ride, Tokyo Skytree. But even with the rain, we still had a good time. Right here in this area, right after the boat docked, the tour guide walked us to our meeting point. She gave us like a couple of hours to kind of browse around, so we used this opportunity to check out some restaurants and check out the temples in the area, which is pretty interesting. So after walking around a bit, we kind of worked up a little appetite, so we decided to go on to this Japanese restaurant. I'm not quite sure of the name. It's just this little place here. We just saw the pictures of the food and it looked good. It's a bunch of raw fish and some noodles that we saw, but we never got to order. So we decided upon this place, which is kind of surprising because usually Jasmine doesn't like fish, especially raw fish. So we decided, YOLO, let's just do it. And we checked out the place. So when we first walked into this restaurant, it was pretty tiny, at least for me anyway. I had to kind of tuck in my elbows so I don't hit anything or hit anybody, but it was a pretty nice and clean place, you know? I kind of liked it. Alright, so after we got served our oolong tea, What I ordered was the seared salmon over rice, and on the side I got miso soup that I got to drink straight from the bowl. Jasmine, she got her seared salmon, tuna, and eel over rice, and Nina got raw everything over rice. And then a little afterwards, we got to try out some desserts. Even Elliot got a couple of bites as well. It was delicious, needless to say. Alright, next up we got a bunch of stores, little areas where you could go shopping. I didn't really buy anything, I was just kind of looking around, perusing. I was kind of broke after eating a lot and buying a lot of figures the past month or two, so lots of window shopping, but I'm sure a lot of you guys would love to buy a bunch of stuff, especially like these bobbleheads here. I literally stood in front of that window for 15 minutes just looking at it. So mesmerizing. Alright, now towards the end here, we reach one of the temples here. So it's known for its old town atmosphere and historic Buddhist temples. I guess Asakusa is one of Tokyo's most traditional neighborhoods. The finest part of Asakusa is centered upon several blocks around the centuries-old Asakusa Kannon Temple, or Sensoji, which itself is the main attraction of the area. Alright, and towards the end of our trip, we went to this specific area where we get our fortunes read. Nina unfortunately got a bad luck fortune, and fortunately me and Jasmine finally got a good fortune. If you saw my previous video last year, I actually came up with a bad luck fortune. That's why in my backpack for the entire year I bought this good luck charm to offset any of the negativity of the fortune that I read. But anyway, if you stuck with me this long towards the end of the video, I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please drop a like and subscribe to GM Kufuna. Many more videos to come. I plan to release a video every week or so. As always, take care. See you in the next video.